Hi, good morning everyone. Let's get started with the next topic for this training session, which is on system switch upgrade methodology. So in this methodology, what happens is that we create a shadow instance, we create a parallel system, we create a parallel database, and we step by step we migrate and populate the data into this particular shadow database. So let's see how this works. Okay, so basically here you can see that system switch upgrade methodology. What is happening is that we are using this to minimize the downtime. Next thing is the integration of support packages and patches, add-ons and enhancement packages into shadow tables during the uptime, conversion of large tables with the incremental data conversion during uptime. So what happens is that we have an option to do an incremental data conversion as well in this particular methodology. So what happens is that, say for example, we have large tables, so we can convert those tables during the uptime only, and after that only the changes are transferred. So that is one way we can reduce the downtime during our migration, during our downtime window, during our upgrade. So that is one key thing that need to be taken note, and we should take advantage of this particular functionality during our upgrade. It is actually an optional feature that during your uptime you want to do the data conversion, the incremental data conversion, but it's a good practice to convert or run this particular ICNV program just to do the incremental data conversion. It's not a mandatory thing, but it's an optional thing, and it's better to do it because this reduces your downtime window drastically. And one of the key factor for upgrade is the downtime is limited. We have to complete everything and that limited period only. So we need to figure it out ways to optimize the downtime, ways to optimize the work. Basically we need to find out ways how we can reduce the downtime. Say for example, this is one way which is mentioned here is incremental data conversion, especially for the large tables. Then we have proven system switch upgrade procedure is also available for Java and dual stack upgrades to SAP NetWeaver release 7.1. So apart from the ABAP layer, we can see there is for the dual stack upgrade or for the Java upgrade also we can use the system switch upgrade methodology. So that is about this particular functionality. Okay, here you can see you have the repository created. Basically you can see at the bottom you can see it is SID SAP R3 SHD. At the top it's your normal database which is having the SID SAP R3. You can see there is a repository for that and repository for the shadow instance as well. On the left side you can see it's a 4.6 kernel, you have task handler, dispatcher, you have work processes, etc. Below that you have ABAP virtual machine and tools, and bottom you can see it's the DBSL to connect to the database. On the right side you can see we have created a shadow instance. We have created a system switch upgrade methodology using which we have created a shadow schema, which you can see at the bottom. You can see this name which is SAP R3 SSD. This shadow schema is created, and for this shadow schema you have this kernel populated, you have this task handler, dispatcher, and it has its own set of work process, virtual machine, tools, and the DBSL product to connect to the database. So here you can see the repository switch principle. Basically I am just giving a step by step what is the stage before upgrade. So here you can see you have your repository which is having all your database dictionary objects. Then you have your 4.6c data which is your application data. So this is the scenario before you are upgrading it. Okay, now during the phase called EU_import, what happens is that you have created your repository. You are using the R3 load process for 700. Okay, so basically when you are creating a repository for the shadow instance, you are using the R3 load process to load the data in this particular shadow instance. Okay, now next thing is system after this particular phase, which is PARM_VNT_SHD, which is basically the shadow tables. Here you can see that we are populating this new over here. So using the TP protocol, we are populating this new for 700. So in this example, what I am showing is, it's just an example. For the example's sake, I have taken the source system as 46C system and your destination as 700 system. But the same methodology applies for if you are moving from 700 to 730 or 731 systems. Okay, then here you can see this differential export is there. System during DIFF EXP. Here you can see that repository is getting exported using TP, that is the transport protocol. Okay, now system during switch, that is drop. Okay, the next thing is during a downtime, what happens is that this repository is renamed. Okay, so you have a renamed one, and here you can see that this repository is no more there, so it is renamed. It is this repository and this is your data. Okay, and all the new structures are here. Okay, system during PARCONV conversion, that is alter table. So all the data from here is converted to here. Okay, system after PARCONV. So what happens here, you can see that still the data is 46C data. Now here you can see that this is your 700 application data and the repository for 700. So this is the detailed step of all the activities which is involved. Okay, what you can see here is you have your prepare phase, then you are upgrading. Okay, then this is your downtime minimized window. So you have done your incremental conversion, you have taken a backup. After that, this is your downtime window from here to here. Using this, you have upgraded, post upgrade activities and implementation. Then you take a backup over here, and this is your new release. So you can see that this is what happens in the uptime window. This is your uptime window. During downtime window, what is happening is that during downtime window you are just doing an upgrade, post upgrade activity and import activity. So this is basically happening in the downtime window, and after that the system is live and it is available to the users as well. So this is your new release, and here you can see that shadow instance or target release, what is happening in the shadow instance. So in the shadow instance, you are saying that you have your instance. This is import of substitution set, support packs are imported, EHP inclusion happens, add-ons are there, modification adjustment is taking place, and the activation distribution is happening. So basically this is what is taking place in the shadow instance while the system is up. Okay, so just this diagram is pretty important. This gives a clear cut view of what you are doing in your uptime. So you are running your prepare tool, you are upgrading your system. Okay, you are preparing your shadow instance over here. So in the shadow instance, you are importing the substitution set, you are importing the support packages, you are including the EHPs, add-ons are included, modification adjustment is done, activation distribution is done, and this all happens during the uptime phase. The system is up during this phase. Okay, now afterwards what happens is, we just saw that this is where the actual upgrade is taking place. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Okay, that's all I wanted to cover in this particular training session. Thank you for joining and have a nice day. Bye bye.